20 foods you shouldn't be putting in the fridge. While it might seem like second nature to stash all your groceries in the fridge, some foods actually stay fresher and maintain their best quality when stored at room temperature. Here's a guide to 20 surprising foods that fare better outside the cold confines of your fridge. 1. Whole melons. Refrigerating whole melons can cut their antioxidant content in half. A USDA study found that watermelons stored at room temperature develop nearly double the levels of beta-carotene, promoting healthier skin and eyesight, compared to refrigerated melons. However, once sliced, melons should be refrigerated to prevent bacterial growth. 2. Basil. This tropical herb turns black quickly when stored below 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep basil on the counter in a shady spot, and treat it like fresh flowers. Place the stems in a glass of water and cover with a plastic bag to retain moisture. 3. Potatoes. Cold temperatures convert potato starch into sugar, resulting in a gritty texture and sweet flavor. Store potatoes in a paper bag in a cool pantry at about 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Sunlight can cause them to turn green and develop a bitter taste. 4. Cucumbers. Refrigerating cucumbers leads to watery and pitted textures. Keep them out of the fridge to maintain their crispness and flavor. 5. Onions. Onions need air circulation to stay fresh. Store them in a hole-punched paper bag in the pantry. Keep them away from potatoes, as onions emit gases and moisture that can cause potatoes to spoil quickly. Refrigerate only after chopping. 6. Tomatoes. Cool air alters the chemical pathways in tomatoes, dulling their flavor. Store whole tomatoes on the counter for a better taste. 7. Coffee. Moisture in the fridge causes coffee beans to deteriorate, affecting the flavor of your brew. Store coffee beans in an airtight container in the pantry to keep them fresh. 8. Garlic. Garlic cloves fare best at temperatures between 60 degrees Fahrenheit and 65 degrees Fahrenheit. Keep bulbs in a ventilated container in a cool place to avoid mold growth. 9. Hot sauce. The vinegar and preservatives in hot sauce keep it fresh in the pantry. Refrigeration can cause it to lose some of its heat. 10. Honey. Honey crystallizes and hardens in cold temperatures. Keep it at room temperature to maintain its smooth, syrupy consistency. 11. Sliced bread. Refrigerating bread dries it out. Instead, store extra bread in the freezer and bring it to room temperature when ready to eat. If you consume bread quickly, keep it on the counter. 12. Nuts. For optimal flavor, store nuts in an airtight container in the pantry. While refrigeration can prolong their quality, nuts don't have enough moisture to support rapid bacterial growth and can be safely stored at room temperature for up to 3 months. 13. Avocados. Store hard avocados at room temperature to ripen. If they are ripe and you're not ready to use them, refrigerate to prolong freshness. 14. Stone fruits. Peaches, plums, nectarines, and apricots ripen best at room temperature. Refrigeration can halt their ripening process and alter their texture. 15. Olive oil. Store olive oil in a cool, dark place. Refrigeration can turn it into a butter-like consistency, making it harder to use. 16. Bell peppers. Cold temperatures cause bell peppers to lose their crunch. Keep them out of the fridge to maintain their texture. 17. Pickles. Pickles are preserved in brine and can remain in the pantry until ready to eat. Refrigeration is not necessary. 18. Chocolate. Store chocolate at room temperature in a dark, dry place to maintain its flavor and avoid a grainy texture caused by refrigeration. 19. Eggplant. Eggplant can be stored on the counter if eaten within a few days. Refrigeration can dull its flavor, but note that it has a short shelf life outside the fridge. 20. Whole watermelon. Store whole watermelons at room temperature for the best flavor. Once cut, wrap the pieces and refrigerate to keep them fresh. Maximizing the freshness and flavor of your foods often means understanding where to store them. By keeping these items out of the fridge, you can enjoy them at their best. For more tips on food storage, consider which other foods might not need refrigeration.